Fiona Price and I'm a Pearson MFL Product Manager. Before joining Pearson, I was a classroom teacher just like you, teaching languages for many years. In today's video, I'm going to show you displaying, sharing and assigning audio in ActiveHub. We'll look at 3 different ways to present listening. We'll look at phonics listening tasks, an enhanced answer PowerPoint for listening, how to send a link to audio for another teacher, and how to assign an audio task to a student. So I'm sharing my screen and I've selected Spanish Edexcel Higher Module 1 Unit 4 to show you, but this could equally apply to French and German, and what I'm going to say applies whether you're an AQA or an Edexcel teacher. So I've selected the double page spread and we're going to look at more detail on the listening. So I'll bring up all my resources here, my resource bar on the left. I want to look at this particular listening task, exercise 1. So you can see on the left, it's showing you there's audio, a transcript, and PowerPoint answer that go with this task. So if I click on it, this is a great view for me to then display this and show this to my students and do the listening task. But I'm going to show you a few different options. So you could choose to do it like this with your whole listening bar, playing and pausing. You could minimize the bar and just have play and pause. Or what I would do personally is at this point, freeze the screen with my remote control so that they have this view, but then it then frees me up so that I can have the full listening bar, and I'm going to show you another alternative view that you might want to have. So assuming that this is frozen, or you could also do extend screen so that you have something different on your laptop to what they're seeing. And I normally use the Windows button and press P, so I have an option to extend screen. But let's assume that this is frozen on the screen for students, which then frees me to come back in here and go back to my resources, and I want to have the transcript. So I could download it, but I'm actually going to preview it. I'm just going to close all these other resources down so I've got a nice clear view of my listening bar and my transcript, so that while they have the visuals frozen on screen, I'm then free to look at the transcript as they listen, anticipate any issues, decide any bits I want to pick up on, and I've also got my listening bar. And in my previous video, finding and using audio, I go into this listening bar in a lot more detail. So those are a few different things that you might want to try with your classes. So if we close this, I just want to show you as well as the listening tasks here, make sure you don't miss out on the phonics boxes. So these purple boxes have associated audio, as you can see. So they have an audio file, a transcript, a PowerPoint, and a speaking confidence worksheet. I'm not going to go into great detail on those things today. There is another video that will show you the phonics PowerPoints, but make sure you don't miss them out. They're really, really good, and they have dictation within them as well. What I'd like to show you though is that within the listening, you'll see there's an answer PowerPoint, and this one in particular has slightly longer answers, so it has an enhanced answer PowerPoint. So I'm just going to bring that up to show you. So if we do slideshow, you'll see that the students actually have the whole transcript there for them to see when you go through it. And as you go through the answers, it's color coded so that they can see exactly where in the transcript the answer has come from. So I'll just come out of that view. And then with a task like this one, where they're just giving verb forms, that has an answer PowerPoint as well, but that will just be a standard PowerPoint there. So now I'm just going to show you how to share audio with a teacher or with a student. So if you want to share this page with another teacher, you just click here, and you've then got a link that you can put in an email or a PowerPoint for a cover teacher or a trainee teacher, as long as they've got an ActiveHub login. Or alternatively, you could go into the audio itself and you could share this preview, and that will give them a link that takes them to the page, but it also opens up the listening bar ready to go. If you want to share audio with a student, however, there's a slightly different process. So this is on my ebook view, and I'm just going to show you a different view. So this is within tasks and resources, but this is in the courses section. So I've selected Pearson Edexcel GCSE Spanish Module 1, which is what I was showing you, and we're just going to go into Unit 4. Now assume that in my lesson I did all the higher listening tasks with my students, and I want to assign them the foundation tasks, maybe to all of the class or some of the class, so that they can do that by themselves. So I'm going to go in and select audio. Then I want just the foundation tasks for today. That's what I want to assign. And you'll see that those are the 3 tasks that we've just done in the higher version, but the foundation version this time, exercises 1, 4, and the phonics. And I want to share all of those with either certain students or all my students, and I can create a task. We do have another video that will show you this in a lot more detail, but it's very straightforward. So I've got the 3 things I've selected. I can view them, I can remove them, I can fill in these details here so that then I'm in a position to assign the task. And I will just say, in terms of assigning audio, phonics audio for students, at the end of our textbooks and at the end of our ActiveHub materials, we will have audio files associated with those end pages on phonics. So there will be all of the sounds, the sample words and sample sentences. So they would be a great piece of audio to assign to your students so they can practice by themselves at home. And you might do some follow-up homework, getting them to record the sounds or the sentences and send them to you. So I just wanted to point that out so that you don't miss it. Thank you for listening, and I hope that's been useful, and I'll see you in the next video.